This guy woke up in the zombie apocalypse but wasn't attacked. Kang and his coworker was on the way to the hospital as they ran a funeral service. At the hospital, doctors had been injecting the corpses with an unknown drug. Their motives are still unknown, and they believe this was another failure, even though the main doctor was certain the drug was perfect. They called Kang's funeral service by morning, and when they arrived, Kang knew immediately something was wrong, as their bodies was in way too good of a condition for a brutal car crash. But his coworker told him off as they still had a lot of work to do. When inspecting the body closely, Kang suddenly cuts himself on the dead body's teeth. As it was only a small cut, he didn't think too much about it. While continuing his work, Kang notices that the bruise on the lady's arm was gone. He tells his coworker, who simply tells him off again. But suddenly, Kang is struck by a weird feeling throughout all his body. While collapsing to the ground, it feels as though his heart is on fire. He slowly loses consciousness as his coworker is shouting for help. When Kang awoke again, he is met by an eerie silence, with the only noise being a weak banging sound. Kang is suddenly paralyzed by fear, as the body he had been inspecting was stood by the door, covered in blood, banging her head on the door repeatedly. He looks around the room and finds his coworker brutally murdered. As he lets out a little scream, the girl suddenly looks his way, but to his surprise, she simply ignores him. But this is just the beginning. The name is Zombies Don't Bite Me.